everyone, I'm sitting around for Sparkling Memories, a place where you can improve your relationship with family, parents, food, and yourself. And today's talk about what we're actually going to talk about is finances. Finances is very important in this kind of time because a lot of times it seems very far-fetched, but if you actually plan, then things will go as that easier for you and not so complex that you have to go back and forth trying to figure out, okay, what am I really doing? There are 7 steps because 7 is God's number. So let's start with 7 steps. The first thing you want to do is actually make a list from top to bottom of what your expenses are, whether it be your rent, your light, your water, your car payment, things of that nature. That's the first step. Now, the second step when you want to do something like this would be get a savings account, okay? Because telling you, once you have that checking and you have that debit card and you swipe, you find yourself buying things and you're like, but do I really need this item? Maybe not. Let's think about it. By that time, you're already in the checkout line with the items, right? Because I know that happened to me. So I know. A third thing you want to do is basically get to a stage whereas after you have that list, then you have to figure out what can I live without. Like, you really got to be honest with yourself. What can you live without? Whether it be going to the movies, getting certain things done in terms of getting a cappuccino you like in the morning from Starbucks, get your late daughter from Dunkin' Donuts. You got to really think about it. Could you live without those little tiny expenses? I know it makes a big difference in your day. I totally get it. When you have that afternoon rush and you want to go get your favorite drink at Starbucks and your coffee just to be a boost, take time out to try something else. Try something else. You can always get your overlay mug. You make your overlay coffee instead of purchasing a cup of coffee. Because guess what? You do it a lot more done, a lot more cups if you actually bought your coffee and your creamer and your sugar and of course the water to make your own coffee. Because guess what? In the long run, it saves you money. I know it seems simple enough, but not all of us go look at it that way. Another thing too, if you seem to have a credit card and you seen that cute little dress or those shoes that you like, yes, you could put it on your credit card because you have a line of credit. Think about it. Do you really want to purchase that today? And there's certain places that have afterpay, you could pay later on. Think about it. Now, if something that you want, don't get to a point where you're not getting things you want. Okay? The fourth thing, certain things you can't live without. Go ahead and do those things. Okay? Whether it be getting your hair done, getting your nails done, okay? Buying that favorite in terms of moisturizer you like. Don't skimp and buy these drugstore things and you're already used to the high quality stuff. If you want to keep buying those stuff, do such, okay? Another thing you can do is buy them in a bigger bottle. That way you can use it longer. So that is a suggestion. But don't skimp on those little things because just because you're trying to be fruitful and you're trying to save a little cash doesn't mean you have to go around looking like whoa. Okay? Still purchase those items because a lot of times you're gonna miss out on that. I'm not saying don't go to the hairdresser, try to do your own hair. Now, if you have that kind of skill set, or somebody that's a little bit more on the cheaper side, like your neighbor, your sister, your cousin, or somebody that could hook you up and still have you looking tight without spending a whole bunch of money, guess what? Call them up. Even if you have to make an appointment and it's 2 weeks and then just in 3-4 days, do that. Because guess what? You don't have to go around looking tore up because you're trying to spend a late change and put it in your saving account. You don't have to do that. Because if you do that, guess what? You're not going to stick to the regimen of actually getting a point where you're saving money. You will do it for a couple of days or a week or so and then you'll move on. This is for long term. Whereas you want to do this, you want to save that money and have that money stack up. This is how you get it stacked, sis. Okay? This is how you get stacked, bro. Okay? This is how you stack up their paper. Okay? Another thing you want to do, because you have all of this going on, get yourself a hustle, a second job. You know why? Because the second income means you can use that towards something else that you need. Yes, you have the first income to take care of all your other finances and everything else, but the second one can handle those little things that you don't want to give up. It may even be that cup of coffee. Even though you can make your own coffee, don't mean you want to. We have the time. And that's fine. Because guess what? Everything happens whereas you want to save money, but you don't know how to. This is the how to, okay? Now, another thing, I'm not saying, oh, if you have a car payment, don't do the car payment more. No. You have to take care of your necessities and things that you actually need because you need that car to go to work. You need that car to go grocery shopping. I'm not saying don't do that. I catch public transportation. I'm not saying that. Now, if you want to be more extreme with it, you can put your car on the side and catch public transportation. But guess what? It's going to cost you a lot more. Because anybody trying to see you on a bus with all these bags, and then you try and sit next to somebody occupying more than one seat because you come here with all your bags. Catch a taxi, Uber, okay? Do you something where you get a taxi to go home, okay? Don't think because you going on a bus and you are here and there, you're going to save a lot of money. Yes, you will save money, but in the long run, it will cost you more because you're catching a taxi from here to right there, okay? Another thing is get yourself in a right frame of mind, okay? Right frame of mind is not taking so much from yourself that you feel you're losing out on something. Because in the minute you start feel like you're losing out on something, you're not going to stick with it. You'll be like, I did it like 3-5 days, that should be it. No! When you start trying to take care of your finances and you do these things, trust me, there's a time to splurge. There's a time to buy things that you enjoy. Don't cut that out. Because the minute you cut that out, you're not going to stick to it. And even if you do, be very strict on yourself, you need a little leeway. It's kind of like, say for instance, you going on a diet, okay? You eating healthy 7 days, okay? You get your little salad, you get your little salmon, you doing your chicken breast instead of the fried chicken with the skin on it still, you know? Instead of your cauli fries, you're doing baked potato, right? So you're cutting down on the calories and you're probably saving money in the process by cooking your own food. I completely understand that. But don't get to a point where you so consume of saving that you don't actually spend money. Because I've seen people, they save so much that they don't even want to buy the necessities, things that they actually need, things that they feel they can't live without. I'm like, no, that's just crazy. Like, don't go from having a satellite dish to getting basic cable because you try and save a little change. You know, certain things you need to actually enjoy, okay? Because guess what? We have one life to live. You don't want to get to a point where you're not even enjoying your life because you're over here trying to save money. Who's going to stick to that regiment? Who's going to stick to it? Nobody. Because guess what? It's not something that you're going to enjoy. Nobody sticks with something that they do not like for a long period of time. Because I know it's not easy. Saving money is something that none of us really like to enjoy doing. But guess what? If you get it to a point where you're comfortable, then you're going to stick to it. You could stick with it for a month, 2 months. I've seen people even extreme and gone for a whole year doing it. And that works for everyone, yes, that wants to do it and is very dedicated. It works for those who have long-term and short-term goals. So for instance, you want to go for a trip. And you have, like, let's say 6 months to get prepared for it, and you want to save money within that time because you want to buy that ticket. The first thing you want to do is buy that ticket ahead of time. Whether you're going on a cruise, whether you're going to an island, or you're going to some other place, book it in advance, okay? Book it just before the season starts so you could get a good price, okay? That's the first thing you want to do to save your money. Then all the other things that I just listed, the 7 different things, you do those things, and I'm pretty sure once you see that budget and you see how much you spend monthly and how much you save, and then you have that savings account, all of these things you take in consideration when you do your luxury time and what you can't live without, you still have those, and things that you're not going to splurge on, and things that you are going to get to a point where you can do without for the moment until you get to that goal. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The only thing is to have the right mindset. You're not doing this so you could do it and then you feel miserable. That would just completely turn you off from doing it in the first place. Do it because you have a goal in mind or you want to save money. Without that, you won't have the motivation to stick to it if you don't have an ultimate plan that comes along with the finances and to save your money. Till next time, this is Miss Sitaran from Sparkling Memories. Bye bye.